All right, open up your MTT, and we're going to talk about ratios tonight. Ratios are fractions that compare two different items. When we're taking ratios and writing them as fractions in simplest form, we always try to make the labels match. So in your notes, you're going to write ratios compare two items. You always try to make the labels match, and then you simplify the fraction. So we're going to practice this. The first one we're going to do is 14 girls to 35 boys. So since we can't change the labels to match, we're going to simply do 14 over 35, and then we're going to look at that as a fraction, and we're going to simplify it by 7, which is going to give us 2/5. Second one, 4 inches to 1 foot. So we're going to write it as a fraction. And now we're going to go ahead and take a look at it, and we're going to see if we can make those labels match. So in this case we can, so we're going to change it to 4 inches over 12 inches. Now that the labels match, we're going to just take the fraction and simplify it, which is going to be 1/3. This is going to be 3 cups over 2 pints. And again, we ask ourselves, can we make the labels match? Well, if we look at our gallon guy, we'll notice that we have 2 cups is equal to 1 pint. So 4 cups is going to equal 2 pints. So we're going to go ahead and change this to 4 cups and 3 cups. And now with the labels matching, we can go ahead and just simplify the fraction, which is 3/4. So the gallon guy is a good thing to have on a flashcard. That will help you do all your conversions. You'll notice here that 8 ounces is the same as 1 cup, and 2 cups is the same as 1 pint, and 2 pints is the same as 1 quart, and 4 quarts is going to equal a gallon. Now, some ratios are going to be rates. If we're working with a rate, then we're working with ratios that have labels that will not match. And typically what we're going to be doing is finding a unit rate. So what we're going to do is we're going to write this letter A as a ratio. So it's going to be $4 over 8 sodas. And now we're going to make that into a unit rate, which means we want to know what the cost of 1 soda is going to be. So you're going to take your calculator and you're going to go ahead and you're going to divide 4 divided by 8, and that's going to give you 0.5. Now it's money, so we need to make it into money, so it's going to be 50 cents per soda. Now the labels are very important on rates. Make sure that you show both labels. So you'll notice the $sign is in the first part, and the soda is in the second part. This one is going to be 68 meters in 15 seconds. We're going to take our calculator, we're going to divide 68 by 15. Now that is a repeating decimal, so we're going to round to the nearest tenth. And so that's going to be 4.5 meters per second. So again, you can see that we have our answer and we have our labels. So 4.5 is what 1 second would equal. All right, now when you have two ratios that are equal to each other, you have what's called a proportion. And we can solve proportions using the butterfly method. So you're always going to butterfly the number that is on the same butterfly wing as your variable. So this is going to be 4x is equal to, put our other butterfly wing in there, 80. Divide by 4, so x is going to equal 20. Again, we're going to use the butterfly method. We're going to butterfly the variable first, so this is going to be 7x is equal to, and we're going to multiply 10.5 times 5, which is going to give us 52.5. Divide by 7, so x is equal to 7.5. Now proportions are great to use when solving word problems. So let's take a look at this word problem. First of all, we have to figure out what are the two things that we're comparing. Well, we're comparing glasses and we're comparing crates. So we want to make sure that we keep those numbers on the same part of the ratio. So the glasses number, which is 12, is going to go on the top. And the crates number, which is 3, is going to go on the bottom. That's my first ratio. Now I have 72 glasses in my second ratio, so that's going to go on the top. And I have X crates, so that's going to go on the bottom. And now we're going to butterfly. So we're going to have 12X is equal to, and we're going to multiply 72 times 3, which is going to be 216. Divide by 12, divide by 12, and X is going to equal 18. And of course, you're always going to want to remember when you're solving, try to line up your equal signs. All right, good job.